What's happening with it, man? It's the BOSSMACK topsoil extra relevant for y'all niggas right now this morning, blessing y'all niggas with some high quality game to help niggas not be lame. You know the BOSSMACK topsoil usually come in with some live shit going. But this right here ain't no live, man. This is like the pre-recorded old school videos that the BOSSMACK topsoil used to be doing and whatnot, man. I'm coming in, tapping in, uh, giving niggas a piece of my mind, so to speak, blessing niggas one time. Shout out to everybody out there to fuck with me. I realize you could be listening to some whole other shit. You ain't gotta be fucking with the BOSSMACK topsoil. It's a whole lot of other niggas y'all could be listening to, and y'all ain't gotta fuck with me. Y'all could be listening to some whole other shit. So I appreciate y'all niggas tapping in right now if you're tapping in. Now, today, man, right now, what I'm doing, this subject matter right here is the first in my series of semen retention videos right here, man. This is a first in a series of semen retention videos. I just wanted to give niggas some game on this. I ain't really just focused on this game and bless niggas with this game. The BOSSMACK topsoil for years have been a campaigning out there for dick rationing. Y'all know I've been talking about that for many years. If you follow the BOSSMACK topsoil going way back on the blog and whatnot, I've been talking about that. But these popular terms and then switched up, and now they out there talking about semen retention. But I'm here to give my 2 cents on it and give some game and bless niggas with some game, man. And I've been seeing niggas out there doing their thing on this subject, and I ain't really said too much, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of just been watching niggas do their thing, and I look at the field of semen retention videos and all the different characters and types of niggas out there talking about this, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be the first to tell you, man, it's like a whole lot of weirdo niggas out there speaking on this right now, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of funny kind of motherfuckers out there talking about it, man, and I see a few solid motherfuckers speaking on it, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of weirdness out there, man, and I'm going to tell you right now, the BOSSMACK topsoil is finna speak on this from a perspective I ain't seen nobody speak on it from at all. You understand me? Now, I have seen the clip from the Mac out there as a signpost for semen retention. That little clip from the Mac with Pretty Tony talking about Bear. You understand me? That hustler Bear. First of all, in the movie The Mac, it's a scene in there where you got Pretty Tony, the number one adversary to Goldie the pimp, in the beginning of the film, speaking on a hustler named Bear that wants to steal one of his bitches, that want to fuck one of his bitches. And Pretty Tony is making a statement. He's saying, hey, Bear want to steal one of my bitches. You know what I'm saying? But he want the honey. And I just want the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm up 200,000 on a bitch, and I ain't touched her. You understand me? So I'm going to let him come by and fuck her for free so he could get that out of his system. And like I said, man, in my last podcast, that right there went over a whole lot of niggas' heads. And especially when you go to the dice game where Goldie stole one of his bitches. And it was a very bad bitch, came in there and chose Goldie in front of everybody. I seen somebody in the comments saying that Goldie was a sucker because he didn't charge her no fee, but we didn't need to see that part because that wasn't the essence of that scene. The essence of that scene was the fact that a bitch chose Goldie, and that's what they wanted to emphasize, the process of how bitches choose different pimps based on their success and whatever they got going on. But anyway, semen retention, right? Semen retention. 5 things that the BossMack Topsoil have noticed about semen retention. 5 things that the BossMack Topsoil have noticed about semen retention. All right, here's the first thing I noticed. Pimps, every pimp that's pimping correctly by the rules of the book, that's supposed to be pimping by that unwritten book, you understand me, is supposed to be practicing serious semen retention. You understand me? You cannot really pimp unless you practicing serious semen retention. And I'm here to tell you, probably 95% of pimps out there don't practice semen retention. You know what I'm saying? See, when you out there, when you looking at the and the BossMack Topsoil ain't no pimp. You know what I'm saying? I don't claim pimping. I claim macking though, but I don't claim pimping. You know what I'm saying? I don't take money from hoes. You know what I'm saying? But pimps is supposed to be practicing semen retention. Now, I haven't heard that in no semen retention videos. I haven't heard that in no semen retention video. Let me stand firm right there. Pimps is supposed to be practicing semen retention. But instead, you know what a lot of pimps out here practicing? They practicing gorilla pimping. They practicing gangbang pimping. They practicing a bitch can't hold in this area unless she with us or her life is in danger. Pimping. You know what I'm saying? And you know that really ain't pimping. That's more like slavery, in my opinion. Now, a lot of y'all niggas, y'all could get mad and be like, hey, man, we don't like BossMack Topsoil talking like that. But I'm just speaking on what's real, though. Like, these are the facts. So, semen retention, if you are really practicing semen retention, you should not masturbate. Ever. No masturbation. No watching porn. Why would you watch porn? Why would you watch porn? Who put it in your mind that you should watch porn? How does porn benefit you? Porn does not benefit you. Porn does not benefit you. Semen retention is really the key to building up masculinity on a basic level. On a basic level. 5 things I noticed about semen retention. 5 things I've noticed. All pimps should be practicing semen retention, but they don't. Huh? Here's another thing that I noticed about semen retention. That pimps and priests are similar. Now I know, y'all right now, y'all saying, BossMack, what the fuck is you talking about? What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. How are pimps and priests similar? How are they similar? Well, a real priest should be practicing semen retention. A real priest is supposed to be celibate, right? And if a real priest is celibate, his masculinity is on high. Because whenever you conserve semen, your masculinity goes up. Why is that, Boss Mac? Because your semen is the physical representation of your life force. And if you think it's not, you stupid. You're stupid. Your semen is the physical representation of your life force. So to waste it is retarded. It's retarded. But somewhere down the line, someone or something has convinced you that it's okay to waste it on bitches that don't count, and on masturbation, and in watching porn. And when you watch porn and masturbate to porn, what you really are is a cuckold. You know what a cuckold is? That's the guy that sits in the room and watches another man fuck his bitch, and he masturbates while he watches a man fuck his bitch. Because that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You can say, oh, I'm learning how to fuck better by watching porn. But no, you're not. You're wasting your life force and decreasing your masculinity. Pimps and priests are similar. How is that, Boss Mac? Because when a pimp is doing what he's supposed to do and practicing semen retention, his masculinity is on high. Even though he's surrounded by bitches and beautiful bitches, his masculinity is on high. He is not wasting his masculinity. If a pimp is consumed with fucking his bitches, then he's like a trick. He's like the tricks. Pimps don't control bitches with sexual skills. They control bitches with mental skills. A priest, a good priest, he controls the congregation with mental skills and spiritual skills derived from the conservation of semen. His spiritual power is high because he's celibate. Your spiritual power goes up when you are celibate. That's if you're a real priest. What do you mean by real priest and fake priest? There are fake priests. All the priests that are engaged in molesting children low key. Priests that are really homosexuals in the closet. Priests that probably masturbate. Not a real priest. They don't have real spiritual power. The ones with the most spiritual power, they are really practicing Semen retention. They are really celibate. And I know you like BossMezzy. How can this be so? It's a fact. Don't you know that a priest cannot even perform? Now I'm a cross over into a realm of discussion where niggas is gonna question me highly. But this is real. Priests can't even perform exorcisms unless they are real priests. Meaning, they have to really be celibate. They really cannot have any deviance, any hidden deviance in their character. How is that possible, BossMezzy? How would we know? Well, when priests perform exorcisms, they are casting out demons. BossMezzy, demons aren't real. Oh, but how do we know they are real? Well, during the exorcism, if a priest has not fasted and gone to confession and is really a real priest, during the exorcism, while the demon is being casted out, the demon will tell everyone in the room about their sins that people are not supposed to know. And you're like, how does the demon know that? Because it's a demon. It knows your sins. And I know motherfuckers is like, BossMezzy tripping right now. BossMezzy tripping right now. But no, I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. If a priest is a fake priest, the demon during the exorcism will let the priest know. The demon will say, I already have you. You do this, you do that, you did this, and you're gay. You're a homosexual. You can't cast me out. So a priest has to be a real priest in order to do exorcism. You guys research that. I'm not even gonna show you reference videos right now to back up what I'm saying. I'm just gonna leave that there. You could go and research that. A good movie to check out though is called The Devil Inside. That is a very good movie about exorcisms. That's really, really kind of close to reality. You should check that out. Yeah. Now, how are priests and pimps similar? Well, I would go on to say that a pimp, pimping correctly, is an evil version of a priest. Except he's practicing semen retention, which gives him control over the bitches. You see what I'm saying? Because when a pimp overindulges in sex with the bitches, he loses control of the bitches. Because then he becomes like a trick. Why is a pimp evil, BossMezzy? Because a pimp sends bitches out to fornicate with other men, most of which are married, and they are accumulating And danger, and their lives are in danger when they're out there on the behalf of the pimp. Now, the BossMack Topsoil is not against pimping. You know, I'm not against pimping. I'm not against pimping. I'm not hating on pimping. I'm just speaking facts. All you pimps out there know this. You know this. So, pimps and priests are similar. A good priest has masculine control over the congregation because he has conserved his semen and his masculinity is on high. That's the second thing I noticed about semen retention. You never heard this before in no semen retention videos. You never heard this. You never heard this. I know you never heard this. That's because it's a lot of weirdos that make semen retention videos. A lot of weirdos make semen retention. And I'm not knocking them because I'm happy that they do it. They're trying to help. They're trying to help. The third thing I've noticed about semen retention. Semen is the most creative substance in the world. It's the most creative substance in the world. It should never be exposed to the air. You should never see it. You should never see semen. You should never see it. It should only go in to bitches when you are trying to make a kid. I'm just saying. It should only go into bitches when you're trying to make a kid. Other than that, it should never hit the air. I believe when it hits the air, something negative happens. You can say whatever you want to say. You could be like, BossMack, you're tripping. But I believe something evil happens if it hits the air. It's not supposed to be in the air. Semen is the most creative substance in the world. How is it the most creative substance in the world? Because it creates men and women. It creates men and women. And men create everything around you. Everything around you was an idea inside a man's mind first that became manifest. So thus, semen is the most creative force in the world. I would also like to pursue this. I would also like to say this. I believe men are created with different levels of natural masculinity, right? Certain men come to this planet with more masculinity than others, and they attract other men to them and more women to them naturally. The deciding factor is when you hit puberty and you become sexually active, how you waste the semen. How you waste it. Do you waste it fucking a lot of bitches? masturbating? Or do you naturally conserve it? Case in point, highly creative individuals throughout history. Let me pick one. Let's say Rick James. Have you guys heard of Rick James? Have you guys heard of Rick James, the artist? Have you heard of Rick James? To me, Rick James was an individual who had high levels of natural masculinity. Thus, he had high levels of creativity for music. But when he hit his pinnacle, level, he became a sexual deviant. You know, when he released that album with "Give It to Me, Baby" on it, and "Super Freak." See, when he hit that level, he became a sexual deviant. Orgies and spending more time fucking bitches than making music. I believe that's out of ignorance. People do that out of ignorance. You don't realize what's happening to you. And he lost all his creativity. He wasn't as creative anymore. I see many artists do that. And I come out and I say, hey man, your sexual deviancy is linked to your creativity. The more of a sexual deviant you become, the less creative you are. Niggas that say, BossMack, you tripping. I don't believe you. Hey man, these are observations I've made. The fourth thing I've noticed about semen retention. Semen retention will naturally make you superior to other men. Naturally superior to other men. How do you know that, BossMack? I have observed many individuals that have come out the penitentiary where they were forced to practice semen retention. Forced. They had to limit the amount that they masturbated. They, of course, wasn't fucking bitches all the time. So when they came out the penitentiary, they were glowing. Bitches will tell you, niggas had that came out the penitentiary glow. And what happens when they come out? Bitches descend on them niggas. Bitches attack the glow. And pretty soon, the nigga looks just like all the other niggas. Now, what can you, what, here's another thing I noticed. Semen retention naturally makes bitches attracted to you. Naturally, without you doing anything. How is that possible? It's because there's something non-physical happening. There is some type of effect that when your masculinity is on high and you walk into a room of bitches, they feel the energy. They feel the energy. I remember one night I was in here chilling. You know, the BossMezzy topsoil have a cat. I have a cat. A female cat. She stays in the house all the time. She does her thing, runs around, sleep, eat. Keeps the BossMezzy company. It's my home girl. One night I was in here working, and the cat started acting bizarre. She came running in the room with a sense of urgency and seriousness about her. Looking at the window, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I had to get up and go look out the window, and I could see that there was a male cat outside. Outside. She was able to sense his presence. She wasn't looking. She in the other room, the windows is closed. The blinds is closed. The window is closed. There's not even air is coming through. But she was able to sense his presence outside, and it changed her. And she's neutered. My cat is neutered. She was possessed by his presence. And he posted up outside on the fence. He wasn't like trying to come in or nothing. He just was posted on the fence with authority. And she was responding. She was trying to get outside. She don't go outside. And she was neutered. Now, the point I'm trying to make is that when your masculinity is on high, bitches are attracted to you. And likewise, when your masculinity is on low, bitches are repulsed by you. Bitches are repulsed by you. I can even go into some theoretical shit. Theoretical. Like a lot of you guys, like a lot of married guys out there. A lot of married guys out there masturbate a lot. You know what I'm saying? To me, that makes you weaker to your bitch. I suggest married guys do not masturbate at all. If you want your marriage to be good, I suggest you do not masturbate. I suggest that you do not masturbate or watch porn. But hey, I'm not married. You don't have to. You like BossMezzy. What are you talking about? Why should we listen to you? If you want your masculinity to be on high and your bitch to respect something, I suggest you consider that. Masturbation is a sin in the Bible because God is trying to help you maintain your masculinity. But you see it as God doesn't want me to feel good. No, you're supposed to maintain high masculinity. Also, you connect better with bitches when your masculinity is not wasted. When you have not wasted semen, you connect better with bitches in conversation naturally. See, a lot of niggas, when they do one-on-one conversation with bitches, like you get in private with a bitch, you have a bitch come to your crib, and y'all one-on-one conversating and y'all hanging out or whatever. Most of the time, your thought process is it has to lead to fucking and you busting a nut. But really, it could just be connection and conversation. And you could dwell in that space of conversation and connection and then send a bitch home. You hear me? And then send a bitch home. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas can't even hang out with a bitch on a one-on-one level. And then after they send the bitch home, allow the energy to subside and continue. Niggas will have to jack off and waste energy. Also, niggas will get into a one-on-one with a bitch. And let's say the bitch wanna fuck and you straight arm a bitch. Then a bitch wanna rebuke you to people and be like, oh, he gay or he's weird because he didn't wanna fuck, he didn't wanna waste his energy. I'm just saying, man. Dick is a gift. Dick is a gift. Dick is a gift. The fifth thing I noticed about semen retention. Now, like I said, this is the first in a series of semen retention videos. So there's lots more to discuss. Fifth thing I've noticed. If semen retention, if semen creates life, the deciding factor whether a baby is going to be male or female is coming from semen. Semen creates life. So when you don't waste it, you are naturally more healthy. Naturally more healthy. So I can look at niggas and I can see you draining your energy. I can see it. I can see it. I can see how burnt out you are. I can see how burnt out you are. I can see it. Because you don't conserve energy. You think it's okay to masturbate. You think it's okay to fuck worthless bitches who don't count. Barren bitches who have no chance of having any type of life. There's no life in them. A barren bitch. In the Bible, in Proverbs, there's a part in there where it says one of the things that are never satisfied. 4 things that are never satisfied. The earth is never satisfied with water, right? And one of them is a barren woman. Never satisfied. She could consume all of your energy to the detriment of your life. Now I know niggas don't hear me saying that. Niggas is rebuking what I'm saying. And that's bull. That's bull. I'm gonna end off with this. I don't care if motherfuckers believe me or not. I don't care if you believe what I'm saying right now. I don't care. But I'm compelled by the Most High to speak on this. As long as I speak on it, I did what I was supposed to do. I did what I was supposed to do. I shared the game. I put it out there for niggas. I'm putting out game to improve niggas. But I don't care if you believe me or not. And I really don't like talking about this stuff. Because niggas lack the understanding. Niggas don't understand it and they rebuke it. Niggas don't understand and they rebuke it. But I would say this in closing. I suggest you be very careful who you allow into your inner circle, who you interact with, who you talk to, because the bad habits and ideas of others can rub off on you and cause you great harm. Because I bet you don't know where you got the majority of your faulty ideas from and beliefs that cause you great harm to this day. I hope you guys enjoy this. I just wanted to tap in. I know this is kind of long. I've spoken kind of long. I didn't even want to talk this long. But anyway, I'm going to end it off there. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. The Top Mac Nigga Show is a BossMack Industries production.